Morning guys, welcome to day 30 of the lockdown and the UR daily update. Right, a couple of things straight off the bat today, just to update you on where we are with the 6-week Richer Life Resilience training. We've had 47 of you now who've booked onto it, okay, and we've had consent back from 36 of you, and out of those 36 we've had 28 people register via Zoom. Okay, so today really is the last full day that you've got to do this. So if for any reason you're one of those 47 who want to do this and you haven't got an email, first of all, check that it hasn't gone into, spam or trash or whatever for whatever reason, and then email us info@uniqueresults.co.uk or message me and we'll sort that out today. Tomorrow we will not have time to go through all of this in the morning because we're busy in the morning anyway, and the session is at 12:30. So we really need all of this resolved and signed off and sorted today, so that tomorrow we can just concentrate on getting the session running smoothly. And I'm training clients in the morning and stuff anyway as well. So it's really important, yeah. So what have we got? 47 down to 36. There's 11 of you who haven't responded back to the initial email, and then there's 8 of you who have been sent the Zoom registration and haven't done that yet. So make sure you do that for me, please, today, just to make sure you don't miss out. Okay, now just quickly wanted to go through a bit of the structure because a few people have messaged me and asked about how it's actually going to run over the 6 weeks. So the structure roughly for each session, I spoke to Claire yesterday, is that there'll be, first of all, I want you to try and make sure you get on the call dead on time or 5 minutes early, and you'll just be in like a waiting room, and then you'll be admitted just before the session, because we are going to strictly stick to 1 hour, because I know from last week quite a few of you may be just taking an hour out of your working day and you're working from home, so we can't afford to overrun, and there's going to be quite a lot to get through. So make sure you're there on time initially, and then there's going to be kind of like a little welcome and then an introduction to the theme of that week, okay? And then there's going to be some coaching, like a coaching element. So I know some people are a little bit not quite so comfortable as going into the hypnotherapy and the hypnosis side of it, but probably 50% of the session will be like more kind of conscious coaching and learning and going over a theme for the week, and then about 50% of the remaining time will be the hypnotherapy side of it as well. So you need to make sure, like I've said the last 2 days, that you have your Richer Life Resilience training journal ready, so your notebook and your pen to make notes through the coaching stuff, and then obviously in the hypnotherapy section then you won't be making notes because you'll have your eyes closed and all the rest of it. But that's the rough structure of the sessions each time, okay? Now just one final thing, I'm going to include, if you're watching this, if you're on Facebook, the 30-minute interview with Claire is still at the top of the Facebook group. If you've got this on an email today, we're going to include the original 30-minute interview I did with Claire in the email underneath my video. Just as a final, if you're a little bit late to the party, if you've not done it up until now, but now you're a little bit more interested, watch the 30-minute video today. If you watch it and then you think, actually I'd like to do the first discovery session, I can send you a link to that privately, so you can watch the session from last week, and then we could get you on the session tomorrow. So that's just kind of like a last chance for those who are a bit late to the party, that we can get you in for the session tomorrow. Yep. So one other thing I just wanted to say as well today is the last few days I've been mentioning those 5 main ways of training really. So you've got strength, you've got HIIT, which is high intensity interval training, you've got LISS, which is low intensity steady state, you've got the kind of more flexibility and core strength and not prehab, rehab, kind of foam rolling, that sort of thing, the stuff that's so important, as a lot of our members and myself, I'm 42 in a couple of months, a lot of our members are in their 40s, their 50s, their 60s, even their 70s, yeah. So it becomes so much more important to actually look after yourself and to do a lot of the stuff that when you're in your 20s is not quite so important. In your 20s, you don't really feel like you're in 20s and even 30s, it's not so important to be doing your foam rolling and your stretching and your kind of your Pilates type movements. But as you get older, there's a bit more miles on the clock. You may have had a couple of injuries, you may have had a few issues over time, you have got a few, aches and pains and sore bits and that sort of thing. So that kind of training is really, really important for you to implement and to do as part of your sessions and as standalone sessions throughout the week, which is why it's so important and so good that on the YouTube channel we've got fantastic stuff on there from Mark Laybourne and from Nikki at the moment, specifically around foam rolling. I loaded another one on the other day. Stretching sessions specifically focusing on different areas, so you can load them up and have a look. Pilates sessions, really, really important, guys, to do that. As we're all not getting any younger, and especially if we're staying indoors a lot more, and you're especially working from home, you might even not be getting up and then obviously having to walk to the train station or walk to work. You just kind of plonk yourself down at your desk and you're working most of the day. So the stretching and the movement of all kinds is so important. The final one was NEAT, by the way, NEAT, non-exercise activity thermogenesis, but we've spoke about that before. So just wanted to say, make sure you're doing your stretching, your rolling, you're kind of taking it easy, the relaxation stuff, the mind-body fitness, doing the sort of sessions that we're going to be doing with Claire tomorrow, the relaxation. That is so, so important. So until next time, just make sure you do those tasks, either respond to your consent email or register via Zoom. Or if you've not done it before, maybe watch the 30-minute interview that is underneath this on the email, or above this on the on the Facebook group. Okay, take care, guys. Have a fantastic day. It's going to be another beautiful day, and stay safe, stay strong. See you later.